I'm Bryce Neier. I'm an attorney in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and I'm also the president and CEO of Denman Bloodworth Productions. How did I get involved in the entertainment field? Well, it started when I was a lot younger. I had done some modeling and had a contract to do that. I was actually at one point offered to a role on a soap opera in New York City, but I was here in North Carolina with my firm and other responsibilities. So fast forwarding over the years, a couple of years ago I was doing some research on whether there was a prequel going to be done to a major movie, and then stumbled across somebody who was working on actually the equivalent of a sequel. So I contacted that particular person and began kind of working on that project, which led me to a number of other people in the entertainment industry. So about 2013, I came to meet the executive producer, the director, the actor, and other members of the movie project Adrenaline, which stars John Schneider from the TV series Dukes of Hazzard, TV series Smallville. Charlene Amoya is in the movie, who was on the TV series How I Met Your Mother. Michael Rosander, a local actor in Wilmington. Gregory Ian Williams, who was in other movies such as Remember the Titans and The Line of Fire. And so I became involved originally as the legal counsel for that movie project. And I became so involved in the project that I was made a co-executive producer and got very involved in actually the production side besides the legal. That then led me to get to meet Robert Wagner, who was an associate producer on Adrenaline. He's also an actor, he's directed and a producer. And he had produced a movie called Braggin' East, a short film that had gone to the Cannes Film Festival and has won actually numerous other awards at festivals. And as I got to know Robert and his wife Crystal, I became involved just not as the attorney for that project, but a co-executive producer, and we are now in pre-production of a 2-hour Braggin' East, and it's just been a great ride. It's been a great experience to transition my life from being a litigator, doing appellate work, doing international law, family law, to be able to transition and to work with just a whole different genre of people. My favorite part has actually been on the production, the producer side. The director has his or her shoes to fill on the set. They kind of make things happen. Different types of producers, line producers, executive producers. Then of course there's the actors, and then of course the crew. So for me to be involved from seeing the development of an idea, come to a script, and then cast the movie or the TV production, and continue to move forward to where you eventually bring it to the big screen, to me is probably the most fulfilling part. Like any TV movie or production, it comes with its challenges. The challenges of working together, having good people, getting along. And I've been very fortunate and blessed that when I worked on Adrenaline and now working on Braggin' East, to just work with a great team of folks that are united behind a common effort to getting it from the idea all the way to the big screen. And recently I was at the premiere of Adrenaline in Wilmington, North Carolina, and it's just so different to see your production from when it's on set and filming to being on the big screen, hearing the music score, being in with an audience, and it's just wonderful and it's great. That's been the most fulfilling for me. Some of the future projects, besides Braggin' East, one of which I'm working on, will have to do with true events, which stems from the Holocaust toward the end of World War II in 1945, and coming forward all the way to present day, which will involve filming in Europe, possibly Israel, and of course the United States. It's in the very beginning stages, but it's a very worthwhile project to be working on, especially doing the research and meeting the people and coming into contact with the people. One of the favorite things I like working in the legal field and in the entertainment industry, of course, one of my favorite is the international aspect. Since about 2006, I have been receiving publications from the Jerusalem Post from Israel, and recently within the last couple of years we of course made donations to the Jerusalem Post, and I've been invited to conferences in New York City where they bring in former prime ministers, former head of Mossad, and all the officials from Israel to basically be involved in the Middle East process and what's really going on in the Middle East, and to work with Israel. Just a great bunch of people, and hopefully one of the projects we're working on, meeting these people and making these contacts, will really go a long way when we start to film in the Middle East or into Europe on those particular projects. I have no regrets doing this transition, working in the entertainment industry. I don't really find it to be work. I find it to be very fulfilling, and to be able to come in on any given day and work on a project and to work with the people really does not tire me out. It doesn't stress me out, though of course a production can get stressful for some people. So I have enjoyed the journey, and it's been a great journey so far. And as I continue to work in the TV and movie production as well with musical artists, it's just great to meet new people, make new contacts, and be very supportive of each other. Because in this particular industry, it's so competitive. And the other greatest thing I love about the work I'm doing is the people that I've met. Even though our films are competitive or our TV productions, we can all reach out to each other, we can work as a team, we can support each other, we can essentially conquer and divide to fight in an industry that is sometimes controlled by, the big money giants. So some of the films and the things that I've sponsored, my firm has sponsored, they've done really well, and I'm hoping to work with those folks to have long-term relationships over the next 10 to 25 years. I mean, that's the whole purpose between where we're transitioning to my law firm and my production company. It really is all about the relationships, not just signing contracts and on paper. I mean, you have to do that, it's done every day, but what good is a written contract if you're not going to be able to have the good relationships and work together, and your handshake and your words should be your bond. And that's what I've come to find in working in some of the film productions within the last 2 to 3 years, just working with great folks. Some people, years ago felt that in the faith-based industry films that they couldn't do well. Well, we've seen within the last actually the last 10 years, that in the faith-based industry, the films have done exceedingly well, from The Passion of the Christ to the TV series AD, to Adrenaline, which is going great guns, to other types of films that you would recognize the titles when you see them. So I'm very happy to take the step with my law firm and with my production company, and I'm just grateful for the opportunities that have been afforded me. It's helped me in my personal life. We all have challenges, no matter who we are, no matter what faith we are, no matter how old we are. I go through the same issues, the same struggles, the same fights. I have the same flaws as any human, and to work on these projects really pulls me away from the worldly things that can destroy one's life, and it is tough some days. It's tough every day. So that's why I want to be involved in these projects. That's why I want to be involved with a lot of these people, to have those positive relationships and to do something purposeful in my life. If your life has no purpose, then come along with me on this journey. Contact me, work on these movies and these TV productions, and I think for maybe once in your life, you'll find something that's really different and really purposeful, and I look forward to meeting each and every one of you on this journey.